Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Stephen, happy birthday to you. Yep, it's Stephen King's 75th birthday today as this video drops. So here's a quick little special that I've put together celebrating some of the man's more iconic images. Let's go. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Dave Musson, at Dave Musson on Instagram, and this is a place where I talk Stephen King. Now, usually in my videos, I'm giving you 19 reasons to read each of Stephen King's books. Do go and click around and see what you can find. We're up to 2017's Sleeping Beauties now, so very nearly done. But alongside those videos, I like to throw out specials here and there. And of course, today being Stephen King's birthday, I had to put something together. Do remember to subscribe to this channel if you like what you see here. Go and click around and see what else you can find. There's loads of good stuff for you to check out. Lots of people seem to like my ultimate guide to the Dark Tower, so you can check that one out as well. And by subscribing, you won't miss anything in the future. But as I said, in today's video, this is a celebration of Stephen King. It is his birthday after all. Happy birthday, Stephen, if you're watching. And to celebrate that, I could have done a top 10 Stephen King books, but I've already done one of those. I could have done something else that I can't think of now off the top of my head because I'm just trying to riff this and pull this together. But in the end, I decided to take inspiration from, I guess, how a lot of us celebrate people's birthdays in this social media age by sharing photos. So I've clawed through Google Image and found 10 of my favourite images of Stephen King, which I just wanted to share as a celebration of his changing looks and his consistent icon and style status. So without any further ado, as my special treat to Stephen King for his 75th birthday, here are 10 iconic Stephen King photos that just deserve to be shouted about on this most special of days. So the first one then is actually from around the time, well, it's two pictures together as you can see, and it's actually from around the time of the release of Carrie. In fact, the picture on the right, as far as I can tell, is the author image that was used on the cover sleeve of Carrie. And, well, Carrie came out in the 70s, in case you hadn't noticed from these pictures, and both of these shots of King are iconic. Admittedly, he does look like a different person between the photo on the left and the photo on the right. It's amazing what lack of glasses, lack of hair oil, and an addition of a beard can do to make someone look quite different. But what a style icon. Right from the start of his career, he's setting his stall out as one cool cat and one completely iconic author. So image 2, quite possibly my favourite ever promo shot of Stephen King. The moustache, the glasses, the blue chambray shirt. I mean, it's in black and white, but come on, it's a blue chambray shirt. The look, that raised eyebrow, it's just majestic. One of the very greatest photos of Stephen King that, if I had my own way, I would get printed big and put in a poster on the wall so I can look at every single day whenever I'm needing inspiration. Now this one is a little different. This is a still from an American Express advert that Stephen King took part in the 80s, I think. I mean, there's a lot going on here. It's kind of Edgar Allan Poe crossed with Hugh Hefner. I love it. It's great. Had to be included here. The raven, the candle, the dressing gown, the cravat, the creepy house, everything about it just screams horror icon. And credit cards, obviously. Now this is a more interesting one. This is 90s King, and I mean, there's just so much to explore here. The moustache is quite wonderful, even if you can see past the Alamy logo, but look at it, the separation between nose and tash, the width of the tash, just everything I aspire to in my own facial hair and will achieve one day. But look what else we've got here. The glasses, the bottle bottom glasses in that sort of 90s frame, iconic, and the hair. I'd never seen Stephen King with curtains before, but fuck, Look at that. Look at him. Just look at him. Happy birthday, Steve. Now this is one that has appeared on the back of a few jackets. I think this is sort of late 80s, early 90s, as you can tell from the haircut. Again, another iconic haircut. What I discovered putting this special together is Stephen King is a master at adapting his hairstyles and pulling off all kind of looks. But this one is just solid. Really fits in with his 90s direction, doesn't it? Kind of still a bit scary, but also digging into the more serious, dramatic stuff. And he looks both relaxed and pissed off at the same time here. I think it's just great. This is just a cool dude and a cool picture. I mean, what more do you want than this? This is 80s King. He's a scary writer, writing scary books. So a photographer got him to do a scary picture. I once took a picture of the singer of the band The Devil Wears Prada doing a very similar pose. This pose became quite fashionable among metalcore bands in the 2010s and the aughts. But look, Stephen King was the originator, and rocking the full beard as well. Absolute wizardry, yes. Now, another of my all-time favourite pictures of King. This is the photo that was used on the reissue of On Writing. And again, so much good stuff here. The dad trainers, the relaxed vibes, the huge computer on his desk, the corgi underneath, the phones, the piles of paper, the slightly chaotic office, just everything. And again, that is clearly a blue chambray shirt there. So yeah, I think it's between this and the second one where he's leaning in with his moustache and holding his glasses that are my all-time favourite photos of King. Actually, this one as a photo is probably my favourite in terms of like everything that it conveys and having some sort of artistic merit to the photo. But the one of him with the eyebrow raise is also right up there. Okay, I have got some more colour pictures. Now this one, had to throw it in, this one was done around the time of the Blockade Billy release. And this is King in his Titans uniform. Titans are the team that Blockade Billy was playing for in that story. And yeah, they made a baseball card of Stephen King. There are some signed ones out there as well. But I mean, look, he rocks it. He loves his baseball and it works. Yeah, sign him up. Get him in the team. I mean, I don't know what he could do in the team. It says he's a catcher here. I mean, I've read Faithful. I still don't really understand baseball, so sure, get him in. This one is iconic in its own way, probably for its strangeness. This is the cover photo, or the sleeve photo from a Buick 8, so early noughts King. And look at him, he's so angular. The short spiky hair with the salt and pepper look, the really, really finely manicured and well looked after and trimmed beard, the strange looking up, which I don't really understand, but hey, he's rocking it again. So yeah, I really like early noughts King, and again, very in keeping with the times. He really smashed this, and shame he didn't keep it for a bit longer, I reckon. Another iconic one from the 2010s. This is from the revival period. This is King with a moustache if you really zoom in, although I have picked a quite low-res picture here, so apologies for that. But holding his guitar, again, it was around the time of the revival. Music played a big, big part in that story. And this is one I did recreate myself on my own Instagram last year, so do dig back for that. But that's it. That is my 10 photos. So happy birthday, King. You consistent style icon throughout your career, and long may the stylish and cool photos continue. So those are my 10 chosen photos, but actually because it's his birthday, I'm going to throw in a special 11th one. And the one we really know is the true representation of Stephen King. It is, of course, the Stephen King that's on the front of Misery's Return, which is hidden in the paperback of Misery. Absolute hunk, looks a little bit like Rob Lowe, and the beautiful woman wrapped around him. This is Stephen King. This is the birthday boy. So enjoy it. And that's it for this special. I'm going to keep this here because he's just too sexy not to hold it here. But if you enjoyed this, do click around. There are more thoughtful and serious videos on here as well, but there are some more specials also. Do take your pick, see what tickles your fancy. Do you want me to pick one for you to suggest? Okay. How about the King and Music one that I put together a few weeks ago? And if you like what you see here, subscribe and come and say hi on Instagram, where I'm at Dave Musson. And once again, happy 75th birthday to Stephen King. Here's wishing you many, many, many more birthdays and many, many, many more books still to come. And hey, why not consider doing some more covers like this? But I think that'll do, won't it? So happy birthday. We'll see you soon. Take care. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. And he's also a hunk.